Hello, dear. So today's video will find how to find a particular term in the binomial expansion. Because the power is higher, it is not possible to expand it completely. In that case, sometimes we'll ask the sum in the sum to find a particular sum, so a particular term in the expression. Now see how to find a particular term in the binomial expression. So you should know first of all the formula for the binomial theorem. So binomial theorem is a plus b raised to n, which is given nc0 a raised to n plus nc1 a raised to n minus 1 b raised to 1 nc2 a raised to n minus 2 b square plus nc3 a raised to n minus 3 b cube. The last is ncn b raised to n. So here, how many terms are there in this? How many terms are there? If you look at this, a plus b raised to 1, so it is a plus b. A plus b square, so it is a square plus 2ab plus b square. A plus b cube, it is a cube plus a square b plus b square plus b cube. So whatever the power is there, 1, so there are 2 terms. So it's always 1 plus 1 number of terms. So power is 2, there is 2 plus 1 terms will be there. It is power is 3, so there are 4 terms. So this is 3 plus 1. The number of terms are always same. Whatever the power, so we can say for this a plus b raised to n, for a plus b raised to n, how many terms will be there? Number of terms always equal to what? N plus 1 terms. So there is n plus 1 terms will be there in this. So now, how to find a particular term? First of all, there's n plus 1 terms are there, that's fine. So now, this is called as a first term. Then this is what? Second term. This is third term. So you just compare and tell what will be the TR plus 1 term. R plus 1 term, that is called as TR plus 1. So what is that TR plus 1? Look at that, the first term is there, so it is the coefficient is 0. For second term the coefficient is 1. For third term the coefficient is 2. That means whatever the coefficient here, the one less will be there. So for R plus 1 the coefficient will be what? R plus 1 minus 1. One less, so it is NCR. And the power of, if 1 is there, it is n minus 1. 2 is there, it is n minus 2. So R is there, so it is a raised to what? N minus R. And then whatever the coefficient, the power of b is there, so it is b raised to R. So basically, this is the formula for TR plus 1. So TR plus 1 is given by NCR, a raised to n minus R, b raised to R. So like this, you have to remember the particular term whenever you want to find, you have to find the value of R like this. And similarly, if it's come to a minus b raised to n, then TR plus 1 will be what? A raised to, it is a NCR, a raised to n minus R. Only you have to replace b with minus b, that's it. Because minus means you have to put the value of b as minus b in the formula. So a particular term in any expression, you have to remember this as a formula. So you have to remember that TR plus 1 is always given by NCR, a raised to n minus R, b raised to R for the expression a plus b raised to n. So I am writing that as a formula and will solve, give some based on this. So what is the revision we have done for this? I am writing that as a formula here, formula. For a plus b raised to n, TR plus 1 is always given by NCR, a raised to n minus R, into b raised to r. So that is the expression for this. This is the formula for this. So that is, here you have to remember what is a and what is b and what is m. R, depending on the question we have to choose or we have to find. That depends on the question we will see. So we will solve the sum. Exercise 4.3 here. Exercise 4.3. Question number 1. 2x squared plus 3 upon 2x raised to 8. The question is find third term. The question is find third term, that is P3. So easily compare this with this. So what is the solution here? We know that for a plus b raised to n, TR plus 1 is always given by NCR a raised to n minus r, b raised to r. That is the general formula. Here, in this sum, what is the value of a? A is the first term, that is 2y squared, and b is 3 upon 2x, and n is equal to 8, like this. So n is equal to 8. So using this now, we can find for T3. So for T3, what should be? Value of R. For T3, R should be equal to what? 2. Why? Because there is 2 plus 1 will come. The formula is therefore R plus 1. So when we take whatever the term we want to find, take one less value for R. So for T3, R should be equal to what? 2. Therefore, P 2 plus 1 is equal to. Now just substitute the values here. A is equal to A, C, R is 2, L C 2, then A is 2x squared, 8 minus 2, B is 3 upon 2x raised to 2. Like this. So that is NCR. A raised to n minus r, b raised to r. So that is there. Now we have to just find out this. How to find 8c2, which we know already. But we'll revise it again. 8c2 is 8 into 7. That is 2 term. You have to go backward. Then 1 into 2. That is cancelled. So it is 28. So 8c2 value is how much? It is 28. And then it is 2 raised to 6. It is 2 raised to 6. X raised to 2 raised to 6. So that is x raised to what? 12. And here 3 square, 2 square, and that is x square. So what is the final value? See here, 2 square. So that is the power will be cancelled. It will be 4. So it is 28 into 16 into 9. 28 into 16 into 9. And the power here is x raised to 10. Like this. So that is the value for this. This 28 into 16 into 9, we will calculate, see what is the value of this, to just calculate this. So that is the answer, just calculate and find the answer. That's the value for T3. So I think this, you understood what is this sum this year. Move to the next sum. So question 3 here, 4x upon 5 minus 5 upon 2x is to 9. The question is find P7. So here we know that for a plus b raised to n, TR plus 1 is NCR A raised to n minus R into B raised to R. Here A is 4x upon 5, B is minus 5 upon 2x, and n is equal to 6. For T7, R should be equal to what? 6. Now using this, it is T7 is nothing but T6 plus 1. So it is 9C6 4x upon 5, 9 minus 6 minus 5 upon 2x raised to 6. So 9C6 is nothing but 9C3. So that is 4 raised to 3, x raised to 3, 5 raised to 3, minus 5, so 5 raised to 6 upon 2 raised to 6, x raised to 6. So 9 into 8 into 7 divided by 1 into 2 into 3. 2 raised to 6 and 4 raised to this cancel out, and this become into 5 cube upon x cube. So 2 cancel with this is 4, 3 cancel with this is 3. 3 into 4, 12, 12 into 7, 84. So it is 84 into 125 upon x cube. So that is 10500 upon x cube. That is the answer for this. So 84 into 125 upon x cube, like this. Hello, in the next part of the binomial theorem, they may ask you to find the middle term. So middle term in the expansion. So how to find the middle term in the expansion? Suppose you could look at this one here, the very simple expression a plus b cube, that is equal to what? A cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. So here we already know that when the n is equal to 3, the number of terms is always equal to 3 plus 1, that is 4. And when the the total number of terms are 4, we cannot find the middle term because there are two middle terms in that case. Exactly, we cannot divide into 2 half and in the middle value. So there are two middle terms when it is this case. Similarly, if you take a plus b raised to 4, what happens? So whatever the term is, whether it is t1, t2, t3, t4, and that is t5. So like this, there are 5 terms will come. So 5 terms, what is the middle term? So middle term is T3 is the middle term. That means when n is equal to 3, there are 2 middle terms. There are 2 middle terms. And when n is equal to 4, there is 1 middle term. And with 1 middle term, and the middle term is nothing but, like we can easily find out, that is 3 in this case. But can you generalize this formula here? So yes, we can generalize this one here. So what is the generalized formula? Generalized statement for a plus b raised to n. What is the generalized statement? Here n is odd. When the odd is there are 2 middle terms. So if n is odd in a plus b raised to n, so value of n is odd number, then 2 middle terms. Then there will be how much? Then there will be 2 middle terms, and that is what is the 2 middle term will be there? So it is n plus 1 upon 2 and like this. Similarly, if n is even in this expression a plus b raised to n, then only one middle term. And the middle term will be what? That is n plus 2 upon 2. That term will be the n plus 2 upon 2 term will be the middle term in that case. So it is all depends. In odd there are two middle terms, for even there is only one middle term. Also, if you observe the Pascal's coefficient here, what are the coefficients? Coefficient by Pascal's triangles. That is Pascal's triangle, this is 1, 1. The next is this addition of this 2, that is 2. And then again 1, 1. Then addition of this, 1 plus 2 is 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. Then 1, 1. That we already know what is this. So this is you have to add and write in between. The next value will be like this. You have to add. And the last is always 1, 1. But what are these numbers suggest here? This number suggests is this one is 1C0. This one is 1C1, this is 2C0, 2C1, 2C2, 3C0, 3C1, 3C2, 3C3, like this. So these are the numbers in this expression, 4C1, 4C2, 4C3 and 4C4. Clearly from this, if you just take this row, 1, 1, then both the coefficients are equal because both the only two terms, then that is automatically equal. For the three terms, the middle term coefficient, middle term coefficient, middle term coefficient, middle term coefficient. So always coefficient of middle term in a plus b raised to n is largest, or we can say greatest. It is the greatest in all. So coefficient of middle term is always the greatest. But whenever there is a question to find the greatest coefficient, you don't have to worry about this. You have to find the coefficient of middle term. Means you just count down the middle term and then you find the coefficient of middle term. That's it. Yes. Next. Exercise 4.4 based on the concept of middle term. So middle term, question of the x upon y plus y upon x raised to 12. The question is find the middle term. The question is find middle terms in this. Now here n equal to n which is even. So when even is there is only one middle term. So one middle term here, that is a one middle term. And what is that? What is the formula for this? It is 12 plus 2 upon 12. That is second term here will be the middle term. So now second term for T7 r should be equal to 6. So that is T6 plus 1 is equal to 12C6 x upon y raised to 12 minus 6 y upon x raised to 6. So that is 12C6 x raised to 6, y raised to 6, y raised to 6, x raised to 6. So answer is very simple, that is 12C6. So your answer is 12C6. You can calculate the value of 12C6 if you want, but answer here is 12C6. Similarly, the next question, x squared plus 1 upon x. That is second of this. X squared plus 1 upon x raised to 7. So x squared plus 1 upon x raised to 7. In this case, again you have to find the middle term. So here, n is equal to 7, which is odd. Which is odd in numbers. So when odd is there are two middle terms. Two middle terms. And what are the two middle terms here? It is n plus 1 upon 2 and n plus 3 upon 2. That is 7 plus 1 and 7 plus 3 upon 2. So clearly this is 4th and 5th. terms are the middle term. There are 4th and 5th terms are the middle term. And for T4 we have to put R should be equal to 3. Therefore T3 plus 1 is equal to NCR, matlab it is 7C3 x square 7 minus 3 1 upon x raised to 3, like this. So it is 7C3 x raised to 2 into 4, that is x raised to 8, and that is 1 upon x cubed. So 7C3 is 7 into 6 into 5. 1, 2, 3. So that is cancelled. 35, and this also cancelled. So it is 35 x raised to 5. That is T4. And similarly, T4 plus 1, that is T5. T5 will be what? 7C4 x square 7 minus 4 1 upon x raised to 4. So that gives you 7 into 6 into 5 into 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 2, 3 cancel with this. So that is 35 only. This x square into this become x raised to 6 upon x raised to 4. So that is 35x squared. So therefore answer here is required middle terms are 35x raised to 5 and 35 x raised to 4, sorry, x squared. 35x raised to 5 and 35x squared. These are the two required middle term in this. Similarly, we solve one more question of this. There is question number 3rd of this. X squared minus 2 by x. One more question. X squared minus 2 by x raised to 8. Like this. So in this, the question is how to find the question of that same question for the 3rd. Find middle term. Again, now here n is equal to what? 8. So it is even. Which is even. Therefore, only one middle term. There is only one middle term, and that middle term is what? There is only one middle term. So middle term, and that is given by what? 8 plus 2 upon 2x. That is 10 upon 2. So 5th term will be the middle term. So therefore for T5, R should be equal to 4. So T4 plus 1 is equal to 8C4 x square 8 minus 4 minus 2 upon x raised to 4. Like this. So answer is 8C4 x square, that becomes x raised to 8 minus 2 raised to 4 upon x raised to 4. So that is 8C4 is 8 into 7 into 6 into 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 into 4 cancel with this, 3 cancel with this, becomes 70. So it is 70 into 16 into 16 x raised to 4. So to calculate that, 6 are 112, so it is 1120 x raised to 4. Whatever concept we discussed till now, and we solved a few sums based on the board textbook. Now the same concept is valid for the JEE also. So we will solve now the question based on JEE MAINS, as well as when additional concept is there, it can be discussed during that particular questions, whenever the questions will come, and that we will discuss. So we will start now with JEE Mains point of view. So the next is the JEE concept. One concept here is, suppose there is a more than two factors are there in this, and they will ask you the question, how many terms are possible in this expression? So there is a formula for this. The number of terms in this is always given by n plus r minus 1 c, r minus 1, that is it. So it is n plus r minus 1 c r minus 1. So this is the formula for this. Here r is equal to number of factors. So that is nothing but we can say this value. So number of factors means what? This is a, b, c. So 1, 2, 3. So here it is 3. So r is equal to 3. So number of terms in this expression here. So that will give you, suppose, and if you know the value of n, using this formula, we can calculate. So r is number of terms, so number of factors involved in this. So based on this, the question number 10 of your JEE, the question number 10 says that find the number of distinct terms in the expansion x plus y minus z raised to 16. So in this, x plus y minus z is to 16. So here are number of factors. So number of factors are 1, 2 and 3. So r is 3 and n is equal to 16. So the number of distinct terms will be given by what? It is n plus r minus 1. So that is 16 plus 3 minus 1 c r minus 1. So r is 3. So it is 3 minus 1. So 16 plus 3 is 19 minus 1. So it becomes 18 c2, which is 18 into 17 divided by 1 into 2. This cancels. So it is 17 into 9. So there are total 153 terms. 153 distinct terms are possible. So remember this concept, very simple. Number of terms or number of elements that is equal to r, and use this simple formula here, n plus r minus 1 c r minus 1. So using this we can find the number of distinct terms in this. Next, question number 11 of JEE booklet. The question 11 here. It's find the middle term in the expansion of x plus a, x upon a plus a upon x raised to 20. So the question is, what is the middle term? So how to find middle term? N is 20. Here n is equal to 20, which is even. So only one middle term, and that is given by 20 plus 2 upon 2, that is 11th term. So this 11th term will be the middle term. And here a is equal to x upon a, b is equal to a upon x, n is equal to 20. So 11th term, therefore it is t r plus 1 n c r, a raised to n minus r, b raised to r. So here n value is 20, so it is 20c. What is the value of r? 11 term, 4011. R is equal to what? 10. So put the value here. So it's 20c10. A is x upon a, 20 minus 10. A upon x raised to 10. It is 20 minus 10. That is basically 10 only. So it is 20c10, x raised to 10, this a raised to 10. So everything is get cancelled, this cancelled, this cancelled. So answer is what? 20c10. So that is the answer for question number 11. So it is 20c10. Next question, question number 12. Question number 12 here. The sum of coefficient and the expansion x plus y raised to n is 4096. Then the question is find the greatest coefficient. Sum of 4096 is what? Sum of coefficient given to you. Find greatest coefficient you have to find. So what is the greatest coefficient? That's the question. So for the sum of the coefficient, put x is equal to y is equal to 1 in this. So that is 1 plus 1 raised to n, that is given as 4096, and 4096 is nothing but 2 raised to 12, and this is 2 raised to n. So clearly comparing with this, we can say that it is equal to n is equal to what? 12. And so when n is equal to 12, the middle term will be, so there is a middle term, so middle term will be 12 plus 2 upon 2, that is 7th term. So r is equal to 6. So the greatest coefficient will be what? The greatest coefficient is equal to what? 12c6. That is equal to what? 12 into 11 into 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into 6. So like this. So now this is cancel out. 3 into 4 cancel with 12, 2 into 5 cancel with 10. So here it is 3 and 4. So again it is 12 into 7, 84. So it is 11 into 84. So 11 4s are 44, 4. 11 8s are 88 plus 4, that is 92. So the answer is 924. So that is the greatest coefficient for this is 924. Like this you'll find this. Yes, in the next question, question number 13 of JEE booklet. So question number 13 of your notes. What is that? The coefficient of middle term in the expansion 1 plus ax is to 4 and 1 minus ax is to 6. So what is the middle term for this? For here n equal to 2, 4, it is even. So middle term will be 4 plus 2 upon 2, that is 6 upon 2. So it will be third term. The third term will be the middle term. So third term is t 2 plus 1, that is third term. So it is 4c2, 1 raised to 4 minus 2, ax raised to 2. So that is 4c2 a square x square. So that is the coefficient. So what is the coefficient here? Coefficient is 4c2 a square. In this case, for this, n is equal to 6, again even. So middle term is, what is the middle term in this? The middle term is 6 plus 2 upon 2, that is fourth term. So it is fourth term will be the middle term. So fourth term is the middle term, so that is t 3 plus 1. So it is 6c3, 1 raised to 6 minus 3 and minus ax raised to 3. So that is 6c3. This is there. So it is x minus a cube x cube. Now what is the as per given condition? The condition says that so coefficient is minus 6c3 a cube. So as per the given condition, 4c2 a square, that value should be equal to minus 6c3 a cubed. So now this a square and this will get cancelled. So a, what is the value of 4c2? So it is 4 into 3, 1 into 2. And what is the value of 6c3? That is 6 into 5 into 4 divided by 1, 2, 3. A. So that is 2 into 3 cancelled here. This is cancelled. So it is 6 and that is 20. So it is a minus 6 upon 20. There is a value of a and that is nothing but minus 3 by 10. So answer is a should be equal to minus 3 upon 10. So that should be the answer for this question number 13. Question number 14 here. So what is the question number 14? See that the coefficient of the consecutive terms in expansion 1 plus x raised to n will be equal. 1 plus x raised to n will be equal. When it is equal, that means there are two middle terms. So that is two middle terms. Then and then it is possible. When two middle terms is only possible when n is odd integer. Means when n is equal to odd, then there are two middle terms. Then there and then the sum of the two consecutive coefficients are equal. So answer is n is odd integer for question number 14. So it is a oral sum. Here. So next question, question number 15. Question number 15 is what? What is the coefficient of middle term in this? So coefficient of middle term in this. So here n is equal to 10, which is even. So there is only one middle term. One middle term. That is 10 plus 2 upon 2. So it is 6th term. Will be middle term. The 6th term is what? T 5 plus 1. So that is 10c5 x raised to 10 minus 5 1 upon x raised to 5. So it is 10c5 x raised to 5 upon x raised to 5. So that is automatically get cancelled. So it is 10c5. So answer for this is 10c5 like this. So that's it.